Hey everybody, this is Jared with Meeple Mentor. Today I'll be unboxing with you a copy of All About Nashville, Tennessee, which is a limited print run game that was a promotional item that was published in 1981, 82? This one's 82. This one's part of a series of games called All About Town, and let's just open it up and see what's inside. So there you go. Nothing on the back. It's got a very thin box to it. This has not ever been opened before. This is actually in like perfect condition after all these years. But let's take a look. I mean, these are the player tokens, which are all based on real businesses. Everything about this game is a promotional type of product. We have... Look, there's the Radisson Shopper's Guide, the Nashville Shopper's Guide. This is a series of games that were made and marketed for businesses to be able to advertise and promote their city. So most of the rule book is just covered with ads. The actual, oh look, they've got some strategies in here, but the actual gameplay, is very basic. It's loosely modeled after Monopoly. But being a variant of Monopoly, it's a roll and move game. This was made before Monopoly started doing those types of games, the city games or other variants. So this one, every card in here, these are going to be punched out if you're going to play. They've got travel cards in various colors, but somewhere on there, okay, game board section D. So part of this game is like a scavenger hunt. You get a shopping list and you're trying to collect a number of items from places on the board. And the board is, of course, loosely artistically based on Nashville at the time. And we've got surprise cards. So it has some gameplay stuff like lose one turn, but it also has, like actual ads. So they definitely seem to prefer to have like as much art on here for companies, since that's who funded this thing, then they actually cared about making the game like playable. Like it's almost like you want to go through here and highlight, the sections that say this is what this card actually does, because otherwise you're just sitting there reading about these local businesses. Now, being as old as this game is, a lot of these businesses are no longer in business. But, this is a time capsule of a game. It's just full of references to stuff that no longer is there. Most of these are not there. If you see any on here that you recognize, feel free to comment. Let me know which of these. Like, there's a radio station here, WPLN FM 90. Got the Cumberland Museum and Science Center, the Tudor Inn of America. But these are all gameplay, but they're just in here. Also, these games had coupons in them on the backs of the box. So like when they're shrink wrapped on the other side, they would include coupons that you can actually use at the time at local businesses. Now, I don't see any coupons, so they must have all kind of come out from the shrink wrap. We have a sealed baggie here. I'd have to punch that open, but there's little plastic standees for your tokens. Got 2 dice, so you can play. You can roll and move. And we have custom money. Let's see here. The ones have a brand of WJRB radio, country radio. Interesting. The 5s are The Scene at 6 and 10, WSMV 4. The 10s are Melrose Volkswagen. 20s are the Radisson Plaza of Nashville. The 50s are WZZ FM 93. They've really got a lot of radio sponsors in this one. The U.S. Bank, fastest growing bank in Nashville. So, just playing the game, but at the same time, figuring out where you're going to put your money in real life, or where you're going to go out to eat. Why not? It's a nice conversation piece as you're, maybe you're the only one from that city, like Nashville, and you're trying to introduce some of your friends on the locations and things to do. Well, this game can help. This game is telling you, hey, this is the cool places to go. This is where you should be. So all of these boards, if I could figure out how they go. I'm sorry. All of the games, the All About Town, they come in these like sectional boards like this. So you put them together somehow. I think that goes here. And you get a custom map of what the city looked like generally at the time. And that's the map of the game. It's... I can't do that. I can't do it. There we go. Perfect. There we go. All About Nashville. So if you live in Nashville, this map may look somewhat familiar. Of course, it is more of an artistic representation of the map and the street, so I'm sure not every street's included here, but notably there's a number of these businesses that are on the map. And kind of this reminds me of a Food Chain Magnate a little bit, just because of how the actual streets kind of overlap, and you've got businesses out here attached to the streets. But what's cool is this is based on the actual town. So you just drive around with your piece on your little token, and you can go on any road, and all these little colored spaces are the spaces that you would move on the road. I believe some of the roads are two ways, and some of them are one way. I don't see any arrows on this particular board, so perhaps on your move you can just kind of go whatever direction you want and make whatever change you need to. Very cool. There you can see the branding, All About Town, All About Nashville. This is one of several that I have received recently, and I was excited to take a look at some of these and show you what the games look like. Stay subscribed, check out the other videos that I'm making. I do a lot of learn to play tutorial videos on my channel. I also do some interesting unboxings and interviews with game designers and board game type folks. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. But again, this has been Jared with Meeple Mentor. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.